that better? Yeah, that's better. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages, welcome to our Saturday stream. How y'all doing? My name is rbPlays. I am your humble host on this side of the screen. Screen? Is this your first time here? Then, go to the fridge, grab a little something to snack on, something to drink, and hang out with us for a little while. See how you like it. If you love the stream, then you know what to do. Hit the follow button, get notified every time we go live, which is every Saturday. Right now, 9 a.m. Eastern time. And we have a lot of fun together. Hello, Darth E. Curb. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you, good friend and old pal. Nice to see you. What's everybody up to this weekend? I am trying to gather myself. It has been a week. It has absolutely been a week, and I'm just not happy about anything right now. It's good to be seen. It is indeed good to be seen sometimes. Sometimes I don't like to be seen. Sometimes I like to just blend in. You know that Homer Simpson meme where he backs into the bush? I feel that a lot. But, it is nice to be seen. It's nice that you guys are here to see me. But yeah, it's been a rough couple of weeks, y'all. Like, not terrible, just mentally stressful. Just mentally stressful. I in the role that I'm in at work, I have to deal with a measure of stupidity that you shouldn't have to deal with. I can't go into details on what I've dealt with this week because you never know who's watching or anything. So just be aware that if I seem a little blah, it's because I'm a little blah. Like, I wasn't even sure if I wanted to stream this morning, I sat there and I woke up this morning about 6:30. So I've been awake for about an hour, about 2.5 hours. I've been awake for about 2.5 hours, and I sat in my recliner in the living room, and I watched a couple of YouTube videos that I meant to watch yesterday and just didn't get a chance to. And I'm sitting there thinking, man, I just don't know if I want to do this today. But I do want to do this today. I want to be here because I enjoy spending my time with you guys, and it's a lot of fun. And yeah, that's working. Okay. But yeah, yes, so people are always watching. I always feel like somebody's watching me. That takes us back, doesn't it? Can I get no privacy? Yeah. We're going to go back into vanilla today. I did some piddling around off and on this week as a kind of a mental de-stressor after work a couple of times. And I think I figured out our water stream problem. I kept having issues with things getting stuck. I think I found a way to make sure that things don't get stuck. I think. So we'll give that a shot. We'll take a look at it, see what it does, see how it works. And then probably just kind of piddle around and mess with water streams the rest of the day. Next week, I'm saying this now so you all can prepare yourselves. Next week is going to be a golf stream. Not a golf stream, not like a jet, but a golf stream. We're invited to play in the Masters. We're going to play in the Masters. So the plan for next Saturday's stream is first 2 rounds of the Masters. And then if we make the cut, we'll stream again on Sunday. That's the plan. I've been trying to think of how can I do that? And I can play 2 rounds of golf in about 2 hours. It's a little over 2 hours. So that's easy enough. And and that's a good way to do it. So play 2 rounds of golf, the first 2 rounds, and then if you make the cut, then it becomes Championship Sunday. The Sunday rounds, the 3rd and 4th rounds, are rounds where you're actually trying to win the tournament. You know, first 2 rounds, you're trying to make the cut. Second 2 rounds, you're trying to put yourself in a position to win the tournament, right? So that's the plan for next Saturday and possibly next Sunday. This week, though, we're going to be back in our vanilla world working on the warehouse because it's a nice, easy, chill thing to do. It's not super stressful. Shouldn't be super stressful. Also, we were gifted a game on Steam. We were gifted House Flipper. So at some point we're going to play some House Flipper too. If you make the cut, you meant to say when you make the cut. Yes. I believe I can make the cut at Augusta National. I believe I can make the cut. If only I could just make the cut in real life, because then I wouldn't have any issues at all. Like, if you can make the cut at the Masters, you can. The Masters is only about 3 hours away from me. So if I could go play there and just make the cut, get a check, that'd be nice. We had one of the reasons why this week has been so stressful for me, really the last week plus a couple of days, and I mentioned it in our stream last week a little bit, is they've had the first round of informational meetings on what a potential railroad merger would look like from a employment perspective. And so I have 20 years of service, and they're offering 2 weeks salary for every year of service. If your job is affected and you no longer maintain employment with the new railroad after the deal goes through, if it goes through. When the time comes, I'll have 22 years of service. And so at 2 weeks per year, that's 44 weeks of pay. That's less than a year's salary. And of course, I think I mentioned to you all that that the position that I have doesn't exist at the other railroad. So best case scenario, oh, hey, that's a great idea. We should do that. And they keep me around. Worst case scenario is we've never done that. We have no intention of doing that. So we don't need that. In between scenarios are, well, we don't do that, but you have other skill sets and we can use you in other places, but we need you to move. So, those are essentially the 3 buckets. And then inside that middle bucket is we need you to move, but it's not someplace that me or Mrs. RB want to go, or it's not a job that I want to do. Or it's a place that me and Mrs. RB wouldn't be opposed to going, and it's a job that I feel like I could do. So obviously we're a long ways away from any of that should that occur, but moving would solve my septic. I don't have any septic issues anymore. My septic system's fine. $11,000 to fix it, but my septic system's fine. Septic system's great. Actually put some I did a treatment today. The septic company said, do this now, and then roughly every 6 months, do it again. And it's about time to do it again. And that is root killer treatment, so that trees don't get into the new septic system. So I did that treatment this morning. That's another thing that I just kind of did because I had time, and I wasn't sure. Again, I wasn't sure if I wanted to stream today. I was like, well, I can go out and put this in. I did a treatment today. That's what we're calling it. Yes. I did a treatment. Had me a treatment. Moving would not necessarily be a terrible thing. blew that blew that septic system up. Yeah, moving would not necessarily be a terrible thing. Don't get me wrong. We like living in the South. I complain about the heat and humidity a lot, but honestly, I can take this a lot more than I can take winters up north. When we moved south, I was in my 30s. Um, I was in my 30s, and winters were already getting very uncomfortable for me. When I was a kid, I loved being outside in the wintertime. I mean, what kid doesn't? You know, you get snow on the ground, you can go sledding, you can have snowball fights, you can build forts. Like it's a good time, right? Those of you that have never lived in a snowy environment, it is a lot of fun for a kid. When you get to be an adult and you have to actually go and do stuff, be productive and do stuff outside. I was in construction, and so a lot of our projects were outside. Winters up north are not what they used to be, not by a long shot. I'll agree with that. They're still very, very cold, but they're not nearly as they're still really cold, but they're not as snowy. Zen, I mean, I can appreciate that to a point, because you can always put more clothes on. If you're too cold, you can always put more clothes on. It's just, it gets very difficult to take more clothes off. Eventually, you're going to have no clothes on, and that is usually against societal rules. And nobody wants to see this naked. Not even, nobody wants to see this naked. But yeah, I mean, I don't like it when it's a million degrees. Like over the summer, there were several days where it got to be 104, 105 in the afternoons for the drive home, and it was just getting to the car and getting out of the car, and then having the car parked in the garage where there's no air conditioning or whatever. Like just the shop being so freaking hot. Like it was rough, but also it was better than freezing my gonads off. It was better than freezing them off. To me, but to each their own. And to be fair, when I was younger and in my 20s, I still liked being outside. We didn't have mountains where I'm from, but we had some decent sized hills. So we had little ski ranges. I did like to downhill ski. I probably would die. I'd probably kill myself if I tried to downhill ski today, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I would do it again if I could. To the point that I actually, when I first met Mrs. RB, I worked in retail. I was a manager of a sporting goods of the Field and Stream and ski departments in a sporting goods store, and so I knew how to do a lot of things. Like I know how to mount. I know how to mount bindings and test them and certify them for downhill skis. I know how to drill bowling balls. I know how to sharpen. Ice skates. I've done a lot of the things, and I did that because I enjoyed that kind of stuff, right? I am a jack of all trades. I am a master of a few of them. Electricity, I'm really good at, but I'm also pretty good at like sporting goods stuff, right? If you want to put a hook on a bowling ball, I know exactly how to drill it. And to maximize the effects of the way that you roll the ball and get the maximum, get the desired effect out of that ball. And then the same thing with skis. I know how to fit. I know how to fit people for skis and how to mount the bindings and how to set the torque values, and I know how to do all that. It's been a long time since I've done it. Obviously, I've lived in Georgia for the last 15 years, almost 16. And so, it's been a long time, but I know how to do it. I don't know how I got on that track. But one of the things that Mrs. RB and I are So that's an internal thing. That's not Zen's a jack of no trades. Terrible at Andy stuff. That's okay. That's okay. Really good electricity unless it's the LED bulb next to your streaming rig. I feel like it was the bulb. I haven't had any trouble out of this light since I replaced the bulb that the light that I was using. I feel like it was the bulb and also possibly the voltage here in the house. I've noticed that in a couple of places that our electrical system here, like the house isn't dangerous. Like there's no problems. I feel like the voltage that we're getting from our electricity provider isn't all that quote unquote clean, right? Like I feel like there's a lot of I feel like the sine waves are dirty. I don't feel like they are cleaning up the power as well as they should. I think they're just generating it and pushing it out and calling it a day. And I feel like our electricity grid down here is way overtaxed, and I'm sure that doesn't help. There's a lot of noise on the system, and LED bulbs don't do well in noisy electrical systems, so they just don't. Probably not going to get anywhere with it. I don't think there's really anybody watching over there, but if you're watching on YouTube, I do have a stream goal over there. It is... but it's related to the septic tank. I don't think so. I have a stream goal over there, and that is for every $2 super chat, we'll shout that person out. We will absolutely shout that person out if we get a $2 super chat over on YouTube. We'll holla at them folks. Yeah. I haven't put an oscilloscope on the power system here at the house, but I have a feeling it's kind of dirty. And yes, that is a technical term. This whole railroad thing, and yeah, we're gonna get back into Minecraft here pretty quick, but this whole railroad thing actually has me potentially thinking about going back to work, not only with my tools, but work with my tools as a commercial electrician again. I don't know what that would look like. I have the ability to do that, and I could technically do it anywhere. I would have to contact my home local, because I am a union electrician. I'd have to contact my home local, and I'd have to get some information from them about, what I'd need to do to transfer my card back home. But anyway, I might be making that call sooner rather than later. We'll see how it goes. It's a shame. No, we're not going to Vegas. Not going to Vegas. Not that there's anything wrong with Vegas. There's always electrical work in Vegas, obviously. But that's just not our vibe, We definitely want to stay east of the Mississippi. It's clean sine waves. Yeah, you never know. It's probably about the only thing that's clean out there. They don't call it Sin City for nothing. You just add an E, it could be Sign City. But we kind of want to stay east of the Mississippi because this is where all of our family is east of the Mississippi, with the exception of one person, one family. My wife's got a sister that lives out west, but they're talking about moving back east also when when her husband retires. They just haven't decided where they're going to move to yet. But anyway, I digress. You guys want to play some Minecraft? I do. I want to play some Minecraft. Let's go ahead and get over to our gaming screen here. And I'll show you kind of what I came up with. So the big issue that I had was on top of the hoppers. You can kind of see it right here. I was putting anvils up there, right? But where the water stream would bring it into the hopper sorting system, once it made the corner, once it got to like that third anvil, like the anvil gave it a good enough hitbox to stay in the water stream and stay on the ice. But once it got to about here, it was getting stuck in between the gaps. In between the gaps. So you see how those lines pop up there? You get gaps in between. Yep, but I'm not blaming the diamond anvils. These are just iron ones. They are far inferior to the diamond anvils. Anyway, it's these gaps in here, right? And items would get hung up on those gaps. And so what I started looking for were blocks that took up full spaces but had smaller hit boxes. So what we have here is oops, well, that didn't work out so good. We have honey blocks. Honey blocks will actually pull the item in to them, but they won't. But there's no gap in between them, right? And so, whoops, that's gonna. Oh, I almost fell. Whew. So there's no gaps in between them, and so the items will come up and they'll hit the honey block and they'll align with the edge of the hopper, but then they'll stay there, right? They won't get stuck in between. And so what I've discovered that I have to do is every time that I bring an item stream into the hopper chain, I have to do 3 blocks. No falling. I have to do 3 blocks of honey blocks, and then I can do anvils the rest of the way. And I'm using anvils because for me they're kind of cheap in that, you know, I've got an iron farm. I do need to upgrade the iron farm, but I've got an iron farm. And that will allow for all of the items to every time to make it through. So I've got it all set up to here, and I just let this go off the edge. And what I've been doing just to prove to myself that it's working is I'll come right here and I will just throw in a bunch of items. Oh, no, don't throw that one in there. That's filter. That's no good. And then I'll just go over here and wait. And we should start seeing them. Here comes the ice. There comes the buckets. Signs. Here it comes. There's all the items. So it's working. Did I try iron bars? The classic hopper topper? I did not. I did. Ooh, you know what? That's a possibility too. And here comes carrots right now. So if we look at this, the carrots should just be going. Yeah. See, the carrots are hitting the hoppers and they're just working. It's going great. But no, I did not try iron bars. I don't know if that would work or not. We can try it. We can certainly try it. I have some iron bars. So let's try that. We got time. We can do this. Let's go get I want to get rid of some stuff here because I've got stuff in my inventory that I absolutely do not need right now. Oh, I haven't tried composters either. I'm a little bit hesitant of putting anything over the hopper that's going to affect the tick rate. Anything that a hopper can pull, I'm a little bit skeptical of. And hoppers will try to pull from the bottom of a composter. I think composters would work because they do have a smaller hitbox. I think they have a smaller hitbox. I don't think I'm going to need the sea pickles, so we can get rid of those. We're going to have to go get some iron bars. Do I have any iron bars here? I have iron bars. Never mind. Let's see. Here, this is vegetation. So sea pickles. Sea pickles. Don't need that. I got stone, soul sand. Soul sand is downstairs. I got magma blocks up here, but I don't have soul sand up here. What kind of crazy storage system is this? Anyway, iron bars. So composters don't add to lag? I'm going to try this. We are going to try this. Yes, no. Yes, yes. I do need a bucket. I do need a bucket. Okay. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. That was dumb. You freaking idiot. You freaking moron. You flooded the whole base. I seem to have lost a comparator. There it is. I found the comparator. Damn it. Ugh. That's my fear also, is that there's too much space. But we will try it. And also, I need another filter here. There it is. Everything else seems to be good. Yes, yes. I need to finish putting it here. It's hard to say. Let's see. Let us see. Let us see. Nope. They did not work. Did not work. Yeah, that's a good point. Let's try the... Let's try the honey block right here. Ow. Maybe. Maybe. It might work. No, it worked. I'm going to try... Whoops. We'll try it one more time. Let's throw those in there. We'll throw those in there. And we'll throw those in there. We'll throw those in there. Let's see how far they get. If they make it to the anvils... I think that's going to work. I think it's going to work. I think it might work. I need to eat something. Let's see if it'll make it the whole way. Yep. Let's try it. Okay, so throw in some of those, and some of those, and some of those, and some of those. Does it make it all the way? Yeah. 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 Y'all, I think it works. And it only needs one honey block. It appears to work and just needs one honey block. Let's try it the rest of the way. I do not. I'm not opposed to this. And so that everybody understands, we did have to do this here. I mean, yeah, I'll have a I made a stack of anvils, maybe 2 stacks. So yeah, but I had to do this because if I just take a corner here, then it doesn't align right. So I had to make this little hoop-de-hoo right here to get the water to push back towards the hoppers again, and then keep it aligned down there. So that's what that's all about, in case anybody was wondering. In case anybody was wondering. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's see if they make it. There they went. Nope. Maybe. I'm gonna say no. Gonna say no. Okay, so they got stopped right here. Yeah, I'm thinking 2 honey blocks maybe will do the trick. That might do the trick. Oops. Oh, yeah, that's carrots. Those should actually get sorted. Let's see how it does now. Here they come. By golly, I think that works. By Jove, I think that works. So we'll take this one out and we'll add a second honey block here. For the sake of uniformity. And we'll try it again. Not that I think it's going to not work, but control. And they should come out right on this edge right here. There's the buckets. Yep, 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 yep. Sweet. We did it. We did it. We did it. Hooray. So now... Great success. That's right. I'm not happy that this has got to push all the way up against the brick, but it is what it is. It very much is what it is. So going this way. How much space is there between the end here? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that the same on this side? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Okay. So I want this to look kind of the same. So from the end, from the last hopper, it's 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. That's fine. And then this will start to turn and go this way. Actually, on this side, it doesn't matter because, yeah, on this side, it doesn't matter because we can bring it straight in. It won't matter until we get to that back corner back there. So we can turn the corner right here. Yeah, we can turn the corner right there. And that'll be great success. You can do sea pickles, and that's actually where we started with all of this. And we were having trouble getting the water streams getting everything to align properly with that. I know it can be done. Almost done stream over. No. We're going to actually just work on this now. And then we want ice to go here. If you don't remember how to do it, go check out the stream from a couple weeks ago. Or last week, even. Oh, dang it. I fall down. It's okay. It's getting dark anyway. And I don't feel like fighting off phantoms, so we're just going to sleep. Not that I'm going to have to fight off phantoms, because, you know. No! No, I'm not telling you to leave. Don't leave, Zen. We're happy to have you. Stay. Stay, stay, stay. It might be time to get some more carrots. Some more food. Oop. Do I not have any golden carrots? Do I have any golden carrots in my food box? Y'all, I don't know what happened, but the Chill EDM stream from Pretzel Rocks is back. A couple weeks ago, it was locked. I couldn't get to it. Now it's back again. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. It's super weird. Okay. Need to get that out of there. That out of there. That out of there. We can do this. I don't really like doing it that way, though. I'm just going to do it this way. And then 2 honey blocks. Okay. We can get rid of all of this glass. Yep. Get rid of all that glass. Still no super chats over on YouTube. Mostly because there's no viewers over on YouTube. I take that back. I don't know if there's any viewers over there or not. Let's see. It has had 6 views. It has had 6 views. 5 of which are probably Diamond Anvil. Okay. Okay. Let's go. We need something like that. And that. Because if I put a full block here, then everything will get stuck there. So we don't want to do that. But now we should be able to do glass. Like so. And then glass like so. something like that. Then we can also get rid of all of this glass. Sticky situation. Oh. All right, I need signs, which I have. I need glass, sort of. I need water. I need water. Sure. And I need to move this. Need to move this so that I can get up there. Yes, please. Okay. Let's lay out some water here. So here we need a sign and then water. And this is not going to overflow anywhere, right? And then here we need a sign. And then water. Is that all closed in? Yes. And then here we need a sign. And water. Signs, water, water, signs. Signs, water, water, signs. Where's Eli Beatmaker? That'll do. That'll do that. We're almost out of ice. We're going to have to... We still need to make that ice farm, which I don't think we're going to get to that today. That might be next stream. Now, this has to go all the way back. This can stay. This has to go. Yep, we're out of ice. Which is fine. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. But we need an ice farm. Fortunately, we don't have to go very far to make one. We do have that cold biome just right over there. Okay, how far past? So this is the hopper line, so we need to go 1, 2, 3 with the glass. So hopper line, 1, 2, 3, and then start to turn. So go over, then there's 1. Then that'll be the water stream. And then this will be the channel right here. Okay. And then this will be, we need filters. Let's get our filters. Filter, 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 filter. Filter, filter, filter. I feel like I've lost filters. There's probably a stack of filters someplace right now. Is it getting to be nighttime again? Yes. What in the world? I thought Minecraft's day was supposed to be 10 minutes long. Time flies when you're jamming filters into a hopper. Yeah. Time flies when you're jamming filters into a hopper. Okay. All right. So now break all this. Break all this. Get the. We won't be able to get the ice down, but we can get the iron bars down. Okay. And probably do most of the glass, I would think. All right, so let's see. This needs to be a piece of glass and a honey block. Honey, honey, and an iron bar. Now, the question that I've got for you all is, how tall do we want this warehouse to be? Like, we could conceivably figure out a way to store pretty much every item in Minecraft, right? With the exception of the non-stackables. We could store probably just about everything that Minecraft has to offer in this warehouse. It won't be Nexus level storage like Etho. 1 billion blocks. I don't think we have that. I think that would exceed the build height. Oh, that's probably too far. That's probably too far. Well, I have a shulker unloader. I did ask, that's true. I have a shulker unloader, and it's right here. So if I put a shulker box in here, it goes over here, and it gets sorted, and blah, blah, blah. And then, I don't remember what this was for. I'd have to go back there and look. Let's do that. Ideally, what I would love to see happen is for the items that don't get sorted to come back here. Ideally. And to your point, Diamond, a shulker loader could be beneficial for that. But also, we've got to worry about the items that are sorted but are overflow. Like at some our zombie farm, our rotten flesh is already way more than we need. We could make a cobblestone generator and hook it up to this, and we would be able to fill up cobblestone, and we could make, you know, we can make a way to make all kinds of stuff. Yeah. I guess for now, that's the end. Nope. That's the end right there. For now, that's the end. We need more ice. I know where to get some ice right now, so let's go do that. I don't think I need that. I do have my... I do have my ender chest. Mud. Where's my build box at? That's my build box. In the build box needs to go all of this glass. In the redstone box needs to go these filters. But build box needs to have spruce fences. It needs to have scaffolding. Well, I need to build an ice farm, but I'm not ready to build an ice farm yet. I'm gonna build one. I'm just not ready to do that today.
Warning, ads inbound.
Are they, though?
Warning, ads inbound.
We're going to put this in the iron box, I think. I don't need all these anvils. I only need one anvil. Diamond anvil. And then also iron bars. I think I'm done with those for now. I think I'm done with those for now. Glass, more glass that can go in the... Yeah, you farted all right. More glass. Soul sand. Nope. sand. Stripped oak logs. Those came from up there because I had to do a little tweaking to the water stream there too. But I think we're ready to go get. I want a shulker box to put the ice in. Which, that's why we had the yellow one. We need more food. Or not food, we need more rockets. Oh. Oh. There's my glass box. One, two. Where is my rocket box? Seriously, where's my rocket box? There it is. We're almost out of rockets. We're going to have to make some more rockets, y'all. Good thing we have a way to do that. And away. F3, we are heading north. And right over here someplace, there was water. There it is. Found it. I hear you. Where are you? Uh-oh. You know what I forgot to bring? Oop. I forgot to bring a bed. Let's go get one. Forgot to bring a bed. Is it worth setting up a portal? Probably not. Probably not. It may, however, be worth it to ride the Happy Ghast. This isn't where I was. Where was I? I just want a nice, shallow place. Here it is. This is where it was. This is where it was. Where's my shovel? Give me my shovel. I need a bucket. So we have an ice farm now. Kinda. We kinda have an ice farm now. Yeah. Yep, ice farm with a manual reset. I need four more pieces of dirt. There. Ice farm. We have an ice farm. Yes. So yes, we need to put some slabs over the top of some of the water. I don't have any slabs though, so we'll have to go back and get them. But I don't need to do all of them, though, right? I just need to do kind of like an L, right? Add a few slabs above source blocks on the diagonal. And so if I just went like straight through here. Okay. All right, we can do that. That's west. Place down a digital miner to make sure I remember the location. Thanks, Diamond. Thanks. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy. How many blocks is this? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9! Perfect. I'd lose it even in vanilla. You're not wrong. I would absolutely lose it. I would absolutely lose it. You all know me way too well. I feel very bright today. Am I really bright today? I haven't changed the lighting in here. No, that's pickaxe. Come back here. Now if I had a portal next to it. I mean, I could do a portal, I guess. Hey, there's a squid. Not that I need squid ink, but... Oh. He didn't die. We'll go get some slabs here momentarily. I have a squid farm already. I have a squid farm already. So no need to worry about that. Let's see. So that's east. That's north. That's south. Okay, so when I leave, I need to just fly straight south or straight north from my balcony. Ow. Did I have slabs in my... I had slabs already. Good job, RB. Good job. One day I'm going to get rid of that. That drives me crazy. So that tree is my marker. We do need to make rockets, yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll just go one block this way and it'll be a 10 by 10. Sure. Nope, that's not what I want to do yet. I need to dig it out first. Yep, need to go this way. And then we need a bucket. That water source. Now do this. There we go. We have an ice farm. It's not a very efficient one, but it's an ice farm. Water in a cold biome has to have view of the sky to freeze, correct? So I can't put a roof over this. I could put walls around it. That's a good point. That's a good point. That is a very good point, Diamond. I want to get 9... I don't know how long it's going to take. I want to get 9 stacks. If I get 9... Hello, snow. If I get 9 stacks of ice, that'll be 1 stack of packed ice. Right? Because it takes 9 regular ice to make packed ice. That worked out. That worked out nicely. worked out nicely. And I can gradually make this bigger if I want to. Just dig out around, and then call it good, right? Feels like the ice is making, you know, it's forming relatively quickly, I guess. And we get snow. We can get snowballs. Okay, it's really not forming that quick. I mean, it's forming. We got ice, but it's not forming that quick. Nighttime yet? Nope, not yet. Instead of slabs, I used to use buttons in the middle. Really? Didn't know you could do that. I guess you can put buttons underwater, can't you? Can you? And also, hello, Nuggets. Glad to see you, buddy. That's 4 stacks. Honestly, we probably have, maybe, we maybe have enough ice to finish what we're doing. Nah. Yeah. I think we have enough ice to finish what we're doing. So where's there's the tree. Fly towards the tree. Fly past the tree. Fly home. Nope. I was going to try and take care of that little tower right now, but it didn't happen. All right. Suck. Dang it. Okay, this gonna have to change to this. Oh, I need glass. So I need glass. Whoops, I need glass there and glass there. Yeah, we need glass, and we also need to sleep. Apparently, it'll make the rain go away, and it'll also keep the phantoms away. Not that I mind phantoms, they're just annoying. Glass box. Also, let's make packed ice. Nope, nothing. 21 packed ice. That is not going to be enough. But it'll be enough to do a little bit. Oh, iron bars. We need iron bars. We need 2 iron bars. That should do it. That should finish up the iron bars. In theory. Allegedly. I did not see that. All right, how many more do we need? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Has potential, huh? Okay. I have signs. I just need water. 5 ought to be enough. 5 ought to be enough for now. Actually, I think that's going to be plenty. Water. What are we listening to? Yep, not a fan of that one. Whoa. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think this is going to be perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, buddy. All right, we need 12 more pieces of ice. We also need a carrot. I did. I planned it so good. Planned it so good. Forgot my shulker box. And my bed. I forgot my shulker box. Now, how do you make ice spawn faster? Make it bigger? Yeah. Okay, now I need a bucket of water. Okay. There's that. Where's the sheep? I mean, it's possible. Seed the pond with ice blocks. Ice likes to have an edge to grow on. Okay, so if I were... Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Nope. That's... Yep, there that happened. So we're going to need to make a little place to live out there so that we can AFK there and get the ice to grow and go out and harvest it. At some point, we're probably going to need... Is there an automatic ice? Is there an automatic ice farm? I feel like there probably is. Cool. Yeah, you probably can't silk touch it. That is 100% probably true. I feel like the ice is forming pretty quick now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like I feel like the ice is spawning fairly decent. Fairly. Probably could be better, but it's not bad. What's that? What's that? What happened? New follower, Goku Sand. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. How am I? I'm living the dream. Playing Minecraft. People are watching. Having a good time. How about you? Just on a little adventure here, gather up some ice. Made this little impromptu ice farm. You know, it's all manual and stuff, but serves a purpose. Well, good. Glad to hear it. Do I stream daily? No. I only stream on Saturdays. I have a full-time job and a family and don't have a lot of time to stream, so just Saturdays. You followed me back in 2017? Yeah, I mean, some of you have been around for a minute. And I appreciate it, Darth. I used to stream 3 times a week. It just got to be too much. We're not looking to make a career out of this or anything. We just like to hang out and have a good time. Sometimes better than others. People like to make fun of me and my questionable skills. But we have a good time. I would love to have nine stacks of ice. Where am I from? Right here. I am from right here. Sorry, that's a little bit personal. We're not going to answer that one. If people look hard enough, they can probably figure it out. From the streets. That's right, Nuggets. Earth. That's questionable, Darth. I may not be from Earth. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, buddy. I really am glad you're here. And I hope you enjoy the content. Like I said, we don't stream every day. But when we do, we have fun. We try to anyway. Come on, Ice. I need you. What's my favorite game? Probably this one. I play a couple. Minecraft is what my channel, my Twitch channel and my YouTube channel have always been based off of. That's how I got my start. And then I'll play some other games like Pong. I used to play Pong back in the day, back when Pong was cool, man. I used to play Pong. I used to play the hell out of Pong. But no, I play this. I play a PGA Tour golf game. I've played Empyrean Galactic Survival. League of Legends, no. I'm not really into the League of Legends stuff. It's not my jive. Ice. Ice, ice, baby. Swallowed my words. Don't play this game, it's cursed. Minecraft's cursed? How is Minecraft cursed? So streaming's my passion. No. No. I wouldn't say that. I just have a group of followers and we get together and I stream. I enjoy it. It's not really a passion. It's not what I want to do for a living. Man, we're getting some good ice now. Whew. We're getting good ice now. Minecraft. I mean, you can ask me anything you want. I may not answer, but you can ask. Nah, I'm not really interested. Thank you, though. Nope. Not gonna happen. And if that's why you stop by, like, I get it. People gotta do their thing. But if that's why you join, just to get me to buy something, I don't really need that. Appreciate it though. I appreciate the follow and I appreciate you stopping by. It's always nice to talk to somebody. I'm just gonna keep collecting ice. We're almost to 3 stacks, y'all. Almost to 3 stacks. Plus what we already got. It's good stuff. That's 3 stacks. Oh. Oh, I see a bunch of stuff. I'm supposed to hydrate. Holy cow. I forgot to hydrate. I need to stretch and hydrate and stretch. Man, I put that stuff up there so that I would see it, and I haven't looked that way, like, at all. But there you are, Diamond Anvil. There's your hydrations. You were wondering when I would notice. I noticed. And then let's do a little stretch this way. Oh, and we'll do a little stretch this way. Oh, oh, yeah, that was good. That's a good one. Ooh, it's nighttime. Ooh, it's nighttime. Oh crap, it's nighttime. Yep. Okay. Whew. Took me long enough. Yup. Let's see. Hydrate? Yes. Stretch? Yes. Other stretch? Yes. Other hydration? Yes. Got it. We got her. And during that little interlude, we got more ice to grow. We got more ice to grow. All right. Oh, hmm. 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 Okay. Interesting. $45. 3 stacks plus 45. 46. 47. I would like to have enough. I would like to have enough ice to finish that second story, which I think with this ice that we've got right now, I think we have enough. Actually, I know we have enough. We only need 12 pieces, so, or 12 pieces of packed ice, which with almost 4 stacks of regular ice, we can absolutely get the 12 pieces that we need. So let's go finish that up before the end of the stream. That way. Everybody help me remember that we have an ice farm back there. You know me, I'll forget. You know me, I'll forget. I forget all kinds of things. Just take a portal there. Yeah, sure. 27 pieces. That will be plenty. 27 pieces will be plenty. Yes. Yes. Put a note in the ice storage area. Yeah, that'll probably help. That'll probably help. Ooh. We need one bucket of water. Actually, we probably need two. Probably need two, but it'll be fine. All right, that will carry all of my items to the current end. To the current end of my storage system. A lot of this stuff doesn't even have chests yet, and that's okay. But this is now how I want it. This is how I want it. I need to go up here. That's how I want it, y'all. Now I got to make the bottom floor look the same. Because the bottom floor still has all of the water. Well, I can just show you right here. The bottom floor still has all the water streams going over the hoppers. That is never going to work. We're going to have to make this bottom floor look the same as the top. So we got our work cut out for us, but sadly, we are out of time for today. So, that being said, we'll get in here, we'll get someplace safe, we'll grab our bed and put it back where it goes, like so. Reset our spawn so that if we get blown up by somebody, that we know where we'll live. Yeah, I know it's a bummer. We're out of time. But y'all, I had a great day today. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you enjoyed the stream. I certainly did enjoy bringing it to you. If you like the stream, you know what to do. Hit the follow button. Get notified every time we go live, which is every Saturday right here on Twitch and YouTube. Next Saturday, we will be doing a PGA Tour golf stream. We're going to play the Masters, and hopefully we'll make the cut. So if we make the cut at the Masters, we'll stream Saturday and Sunday. First 2 rounds Saturday, see if we make the cut. 3rd and 4th rounds Sunday, see if we can win the whole thing. Become a U.S. We're already a U.S. amateur champion, and we want to try and become a Masters champion as well. But that is all the time we have for today. So thank you all so much. We will come back. We'll do this again next Saturday. You are all invited. But until then, get off my lawn. Bye, everybody. We'll see you next week. I got to find the right button.